onto Nigeria now, where an entire community of parents is living through every mother and father's worst nightmare. Last night on the show, we told you about how gunmen attacked a high school in northwestern Nigeria, taking 25 schoolgirls, killing at least one staffer. There is confirmation that one of the students escaped. And as security forces search for the abducted schoolgirls, parents gathered outside the school gates, waiting, praying, fearing that their daughters may not come home. As of now, no group has claimed responsibility for the abduction. The girls were abducted from the school in Kebbi State, and their motivation is still unclear. Nigeria is already facing a multi-dimensional security challenge, remember, specifically from groups of armed bandits who specialize in kidnapping for ransoms, sometimes totaling thousands of dollars, and have been responsible for several high-profile abductions across Nigeria's northern region. Kidnappings, attacks on villages and along major roads have become quite common because of the limited security presence. Those bandits are not connected to militant groups. Also, the Boko Haram and the splinter group Islamic State West Africa province, whose attacks on communities and government installations are motivated by religion. Police said the boarding school girls were taken from their dorms at 4 a.m. on Monday. The school is in the state's Danko Wasagu area. Usman Muhammad, a parent who has two of his daughters in the school, believes that this incident will affect the education of children in the community if nothing is done to counter the insecurity.
Our two girls have been kidnapped. One was in SS3 and the other in SS2. The news came to us in the morning when we woke up and heard the story. We had heard a gunshot in the night, but we thought the shot was from the security. Unfortunately, they were not the ones. It was not until morning that we received the shocking news.
No child will go back to the school if adequate security is not provided. Thule will not function again because the parents are saying they will not take their children there anymore due to the lack of security.
The United Nations has also urged the swift release of the schoolgirls. Speaking to reporters on Tuesday, the UN deputy spokesperson called it a tragic incident.
UNICEF underscored that it continues to work with government partners, civil society, and communities to strengthen child protection systems and promote safe, inclusive learning environments across Nigeria. But these systems must be enforced to prevent future tragedies. The agency also calls for those responsible for this incident to be held to account in accordance with national and international standards.
This is not an isolated crisis as such. Armed groups have targeted school children in the region since 2014, when Boko Haram abducted 276 students. This was in Borno State. That abduction marked the beginning of a whole new era of fear. Dozens remain in captivity. Since the Chibok abductions, at least 1,500 students have been kidnapped, as armed groups increasingly find abductions as a lucrative way, reportedly, to fund other crimes and control villages in the country's mineral-rich but poorly policed region. In March 2024, more than 130 school children were rescued after spending more than 2 weeks in captivity in the Nigerian state of Kaduna. Nonetheless, raids on schools have subsided in recent years as the state governments implemented security measures in hotspots, including closing schools for an extended period of time. Despite this, the bandit networks continue to grow. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.